run of the season. For the third successive game, Manchester City dropped points in the Premier League. Just a draw for them against Brighton. They had taken the lead through Erling Haaland's penalty before half-time. His 150th goal in the City shirt after Doku was tripped in the box. But Kaoru Mitoma earned a point for Brighton in the second half. Boos ringing out at the Etihad at full time for Manchester City, who are 5 points behind the leaders Arsenal ahead of their game with Liverpool tomorrow. And Newcastle 3, Leeds 3, still playing at St James's Park. We'll get back to here we are. So this is how it looks. Arsenal, of course, play Liverpool tomorrow. Manchester City and Aston Villa really handing them the initiative, both dropping points in their games tonight on 43. Liverpool play tomorrow against Arsenal. Brentford up to 5th with another win. Newcastle a point back into the top 6 thanks to that dramatic finish there. Manchester United with a point only at Burnley dropped to 7th. Chelsea also on the slide down to 8th on 31 points. Level now with the team that beat them, their local rivals Fulham in 9th, and Sunderland down to 10th. At the other end of the table, Wolves pick up a point, but still 14 points from safety. Then come Burnley, a point at home to Manchester United, on to 13. West Ham beaten last night on 14, 7 points behind Nottingham Forest. And Leeds on 22, 8 points clear of the relegation places. Bournemouth in 15th on 26 and 12 clear of any sort of trouble. Then comes Spurs, who dropped to 14th. Palace climb a place to 13th. Everton, but first of all, we've got to hear from Pep Guardiola after Manchester City drop points at home to Brighton. What does that mean for their title hopes? Here's Guardiola.
So on that, it was a good contest between the two teams. Could have gone either way. So do you look at it as a good point, or was it a tough night?
The result is what it is. We're not going to change. And again, quite similar to the last previous 2 games. So the player fantastic. The way we play, I'm so pleased for many things, and we bring energy in the last 50-20 minutes. And yeah, we miss a lot, and it's fair result because score goals is a part of the stats, a part of the you have to do it, and we didn't do that.
What is the reason for that? Was it because maybe you were a little bit more rushed in front of goal, or a little bit more anxious because you know what's at stake? Because you were trying so hard. 2 great opportunities as well.
More than 2, yeah. We didn't score, that's all.
How do you...
I don't know. The reason I don't know, we don't score. Sometimes we score, sometimes not. The chances are there. What we have to do, continue to try to do it.
Defensively, we know that you're stretched. I just thought I'd ask about Max Alain, how you felt he came and did coming straight into the team tonight.
No, the problem is not defensively. The problem is not to have more absence, but the problem is not defensively. So we don't score goals, so the chances were created that so clear, and it happened in the last 3 games.
Is it about remaining calm then, in doing what you're trying to do?
I'm not going to change. I'm too old.
Not you, but your players.
No, the players do perfectly, so I love the way we play. I love it. So we play top. Defensively, offensively, top. But we don't score.
On at home, you heard from Guardiola there, pretty philosophical, Michael. They've had the most shots they've had in a Premier League game this season. How do they not win it?
2 big opportunities missed. The one just after half-time, they were gifted it by Ayari and Bernardo Silva, which you expect him to put it away, and it hits the post. And the first half was pretty fair. They didn't have many opportunities. They needed the penalty to take the lead. Brighton probably had the best. But then this man in picture, we don't often say too many, when he gets a golden opportunity and he has to score, he normally does. And it was again Ayari give the ball away. Cherki came on and give them that little bit extra. And when he puts him on a plate for 7 yards out, I mean, Verbruggen just gambles. He goes the right way and it hits him, but any other day. And that's just probably where Manchester City are. The young man in picture there, Max Alain, young 20-year-old, making his Manchester City debut. Very, very comfortable on the ball. Distribution very good. Just felt a little bit vulnerable for Manchester City on the transition. But overall, I think it's where they've been in the last 3 games, Manchester City. 6 wins on the bounce before the last 3. And now 5 points behind Arsenal, and they've got a game in hand now, Arsenal, against Liverpool tomorrow. So the Premier League is certainly going to be a big challenge on the back of those 3 draws that they've had.
Yeah, Villa and Manchester City both held to draws tonight, and as Michael said, opportunity really knocks for Arsenal. Beat Liverpool tomorrow, and their lead at the top will be 8 points. Full time for the Emirates tomorrow in the Premier League title race. No doubt about the big winners tonight. Arsenal without kicking a ball, as Manchester City were held at home by Brighton, and Aston Villa dropped points as well at Selhurst Park. A 0-0 draw for them. Here's Unai Emery.
Both sides had really good chances, but no goals in the end. So how did you see the performance in the end?
Good evening. Yeah, really, like that. We played the first half dominating and under our control of the game with ball possession, trying to avoid the transition, trying to get our good positioning and through passes to stop them, to progress, to create chances. We didn't create a lot, but enough action we had offensively to score one goal, and we didn't give them a lot of chances to get a transition. They only had one transition and one good chances, but we saved it. And the second half, we started more or less with the same idea. We started well, but progressively they were pushing us and they were creating more chances in our box. Not so clear chances, but they were pushing. And we needed again to react, and the player reacted the last 50 minutes going to the match, trying to get option to win. And I think the last 10 minutes we had 1, 2 or 3 chances to win the match. Of course, here is very difficult, and Crystal Palace, they are performing fantastic. They are usually showing their capacity to fight against the better team in the Premier League, and the structure is strong. And of course, 1 point is something can give us as well confidence to keep going and respecting as well the difficulties we have.
Yeah, this is Unai Emery storming onto the pitch at full time. 0-0 it finished. Remonstrating, as you'll see in a moment, with the officials. Real frustration for Aston Villa. Have been in such good form, haven't they? 13 wins in the last 15 Premier League games, but points dropped tonight, just like Manchester City as well. It means Arsenal now the 9-2 on favourites with the bookmakers to win the Premier League title. 2 points dropped. Clinton, you watched it. Did they do enough to win that one?
No, not.
You mean with me and Haaland, or just?
Well, just the match itself in general. Before we get on to.
No, I think that was a really hard battle, and I think it was nice to watch for the fans, and yeah, we tried to give everything. I think everything was in it. A lot of fighting spirit, a lot of good football, and yeah, we could win it. They could win it, and good game.
Let's talk about this battle then between you and Erling, first of all, because it was a real contest between you two, and you've got proof of that too.
Yeah, no, he's a top striker, probably the best there is now, and I try to do my best and give myself everything, and yeah, you need to try to come on top a lot of times, but yeah, he's such a good player.
I mentioned before the game to Fabian about the fact that, you know, you were on this winless run and you beat Burnley, and then you come into this match. What is it about playing teams at the top end of the table? It seems to bring the best out of you.
Yeah, no, we got a lot of quality, I think, but we got also a lot of young guys, and it's about consistency, doing it every week, and that's why we sometimes struggle and why we need to improve. We all know that, and but yeah, I think we can be really positive about today, and yeah, we got this massive chance with Diego where you can win it as well. But of course, they also had some chances, so I think it was a good result.
But that's just it, isn't it? Once you got yourself back level, because it was a bit of a sloppy start to start with in the second half, but once you got yourself back level, there were chances either end. Both could have gone on to win it.
Yeah, as you said, I think we shouldn't start like this. That's really sloppy, because that could be game over, and we all know this. That's what I mean about consistency. You need to do it the whole game and always. But yeah, we're a really fighting group, and we have a lot of good guys, and they work really hard, and you could see that today. So I'm really proud.
Well, I know you can see your mark on your eye. You've scuffed your knee as well, but what you have got is player of the match. So I hope that sends you home happy.
Yeah, that's always nice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, great night for him. Busy night, and busy night everywhere, really. Drama at the very last down on the south coast. Bournemouth 3-2 winners. Antoine Semenyo, seemingly City-bound, scoring in the 95th minute. Igor Thiago with 2 for Brentford in their victory over